What is going on, gamers? Today we're jumping into Worldbox, and we have created a giant Shuckle for our citizens to live on. It's going to be different because we've never really done anything quite like this, but I think it's going to be pretty interesting. We're going to chuck down a couple humans. I don't really want to put too many up here in the desert, but I'm going to put a couple on the shell. I think the shell is going to be the main area they want to colonize anyway, so I'm just going to plop like, let's say 5, 6 different civs down, and then we'll maybe have some orcs or something hiding out in the name over here, Shuckle, because I did write the name in the desert format. So this is going to be kind of what we see, and we could also throw some dwarves down in the mountains if we wanted to. So maybe some dwarves. Apparently they don't want to colonize the mountains, so we might see some dwarves get killed, maybe, or whatever they're doing. They're settling a couple cities apparently, so I don't think the dwarves are gonna make it very long, but we'll see. All right, I've given some of them a lot of resources to work with, so they should be able to build some pretty sophisticated cities now. So far, this country's doing pretty well. And then we have the British up here. They're doing pretty well in terms of colonizing the Shuckle, and they might be a regional powerhouse. And then right here we have Shuckle Dubai, which is probably going to be pretty powerful. I want to make a cool little Dubai Easter egg out here for fun. So here's a little Easter egg to Dubai. You have the World Islands as well as the Dubai tree. I think that's kind of cool for Shuckle Dubai to have these things, and it'll make it kind of interesting. So the Russians are expanding in the Shuckle region pretty well. We see a lot of people expanding mainly on the shell for right now. Nobody really wanting to go to the desert. I think the desert is too dangerous to settle at the moment. Currently though, the largest cities are Shuckle London and Shuckle Dubai. They're fairly equal. I think the British are doing the best so far in terms of being the largest country. I cleaned up Shuckle Dubai a little bit and made it a little bit more smaller. I didn't want it to be such a gigantic build down there. You know what? This kind of looks like the United Kingdom, but I tried to make it look like South America and North America. It's kind of interesting. Has anybody ever pointed out that, I guess this is not very accurate, obviously, but the North America and South America flipped over does, like, it's not perfect, but it kind of resembles the UK, which is kind of interesting. Not sure if anybody's ever pointed that out before, but it's kind of cool. So the Russians have gained a lot of cities over here in the western Shuckle region. It's kind of interesting to see them expanding. They're kind of avoiding the shell like parts that stick out. I'm not really sure what exactly they are, but the little parts that stick out of the shell, they're trying to avoid it from the looks of it. The Japanese are sticking mainly on the southern coast of Shuckle. Same with Dubai, mainly on the southern coast with a few cities out here. You have Shucklestan, which is kinda landlocked for the most part at the moment. And then you have the Americans mainly sticking to the east coast of Shuckle and avoiding these giant hills right here. Somebody has colonized the Eurasian subcontinent of the Earth Islands, which is kind of interesting to see that. I didn't know anybody would actually come out here, but it looks like a battle is occurring for whatever reason. But yeah, they are trying to settle this island, which is kind of interesting. And it looks like the Japanese own this island out here, so it's kind of cool to see they're colonizing. Will we have anybody colonize the letters, though? A lot of destroyed cities are really all that remains out here. Currently, the largest city is still Shuckle London and Dubai. Dubai is a little bit bigger, though, so Dubai is currently the largest city on the map. A major conflict is breaking out right here in the Shuckle Emirates, which we're seeing between Shucklestan and them. So some big battles will probably occur across this big forest area. And in St. Shuckleburg, we're seeing the capital be sieged by Japan. This could be the end of this city, which would be kind of sad because I like the name of this city, but I think it will fall because it looks like Japan is utterly crippling this city at the moment. But it has survived for right now. Battles have been occurring with the orcs and Americans for a really long time. It's kind of like the Indian-American Wars. So this will probably go on for quite a while. And it's kind of cool how the orcs are expanding into the desert a little bit. I kind of want to create a giant river just going through this region, kind of like the Mississippi River. I think something like that would be pretty interesting. We got a little river going through Shuckle, Dubai, which is kind of cool. And let's just have it go to America also. Shuckle, Dubai is shrinking though. It looks like the battles between Dubai and Shucklestan have kind of taken their toll on this country. I think Shuckle, London is currently the largest city, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, Shuckle, Osaka, not looking shabby whatsoever. And St. Shucklesburg has fallen to the Japanese, who have also claimed the region for themselves. So that is a big loss for the Russians, because now their country is divided, even though they're not putting up with that apparently, because they just utterly crippled the Japanese when they settled here. Looks like the Russians are taking heavy casualties in Shuckle, Moscow. The Russians might not be around much longer if they can't get their stuff together, because they are not doing very good in these colonies. They were doing good at the start of the game, but they're starting to lose their colonies pretty quickly, and Shuckle, Osaka is officially the largest, or no, maybe they're not. Shuckle, Dubai regained a lot of people. Shuckle, London, though, is shrinking apparently, so it's still anybody's game, but at the moment, Shuckle, Dubai is the largest. Actually, they're tied now with Shuckle, Osaka, so a lot of big cities are forming slowly. And well, Shuckle, London has just officially retaken their throne again, so maybe I should just shush it, because I don't know who's going to actually win. What if we just blow up a lot of fireworks kind of right here on the bottom of Shuckle? Let's just use some napalm, and let's just watch the fireworks go off. Looks like the napalm is utterly burning down the desert, though, so Shuckle definitely got hurt in battle. He probably got attacked by an incineroar or something. And it looks like somebody is settling now that we blew up all this land. That's kind of interesting to see. Looks like Japan is settled, but somebody is not having it because they just killed Japan for that land. I think it was Shucklestan or Dubai, but they're going back to their homeland apparently. It looks like Japan is going to try to reclaim this land again. Shuckle, London is officially building stuff into the Stone Age now. They have two of the largest cities. Like they are, yeah, nobody even comes close to them at the moment. They have two of the largest cities on the map with Shuckle, London and Shuckle, Glasgow. So I think the British have won for the most part. Like nobody comes close to them. And Russia is struggling a lot. Shuckle, Dubai is definitely not as big as they used to be. I think since they're trapped in between two fairly powerful countries, they're starting to struggle quite a bit, so they might not be around forever. But Japan keeps on colonizing, so Japan might be the next Britain. I only really see Britain, Japan, and maybe Shucklestan surviving till the end. But just for fun, what would happen if, Shuckle had a zombie apocalypse just for fun? Let's see what would happen if you spawn like 1,000 zombies in Russia, just to kind of, just see what happens, just for fun. Let's just have like tons of zombies spawn up in Russia, because why not? They're probably going to take over the whole planet, I would assume, because they look like an infection already. So yeah, Russia's capital is practically gone at this point. Going north, getting close to the UK, and the UK is even sending some troops out to get rid of the zombies before they get close to the city, but It's probably not going to go very good for the UK. And the first zombies are reaching Japan's major city, Osaka. Japan is holding their own, though, so Japan might be able to keep them back. We'll see. Getting infected, though, out here, so I don't think the zombies are going to get taken out either. I think the zombies are just going to keep expanding into a large horde out here in the mountains, so the zombies might survive, and they are damaging the city. I think out of all the cities right now, Osaka is the most at risk of being taken by the zombies. Actually, a crap ton of zombies are getting close to Russia's second city, so we might see a large battle occur. This city might not make it because there's a lot of zombies over here. Yeah, I think this city is about done for. The Capitol building has fallen of this city. Russia is pretty much gone at this point. Russia is going to fall from zombies, and other countries will probably attack also, but the zombies have practically crippled Russia. And a lot of them are still over here in Moscow, which is kind of cool to see. But can they survive bandits? We're going to spawn up like 20 bandits over here. And let's just see what they do to Russia, just for fun. I think the bandits might burn down the entire world, which is kind of funny. So we'll have to kind of watch and see what happens. Lots of death, though, as the bombs are placed in this city. But in terms of who became the largest country, nobody's really stood up to Britain, so I'd say for the most part Britain has won. Overall though, this was a fun video just to see what scenario would take place if people, settled Shuckle, and the world has survived. So I'll see you guys for the next one, and peace.